Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Toronto FC versus Columbus Crew, MLS 2025, week 26. Is it even going? Yeah, I wonder. Okay, it's good. What do you know? What a joke. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, we're here. I guess that works. Okay. With that being said, we have starting 11s. Here's our starting 11s for Toronto FC. Sean Johnson, the back four, Richie Larea, Kevin Long, Sigurd Ralstead, Raul Petretta, Jordi Mihailovic, Maxime Dominguez, Alonso Coelho, Jonathan Osorio, and the front two of DeAndre Kerr and Ulla Brynhildsen. Yeah, it's good now. I don't know what the hell was going on. I can't believe that happened. Me either. Me either. Good lineup for Toronto. Well, I would hope so. That was the first. I don't know what the hell went on with it. Keep flipping. I don't know. But we got it going. We got it going. Starting 11 for Columbus Crew. In goal, Patrick Schulte. The back five of... We got Marcelo Herrera, Steven Moreira, Sean Zawadski, Monte Amundsen, Max Arfston. The midfield forward, Diego Rossi, Dillon Chambos, Taha Habrun, Daniel Gazdag, and Ibrahim Aliyu up top. But we're on time for match 26 of the season. We're on time. We back. Maybe not on Rumble, but at least, you know, that was too much work. I'd rather it be a Toronto match than a big match. We suck anyway, so. They haven't called the Pirate, and we suck anyway. So, you know, it's not like it's Messi's playing. All that bullshit happened when Messi was playing. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy, that'd be bad for me. How many do we lose by? Mihailovic will either show me up or prove me right. A wasted DP decision. Well, it's Columbus. Even if he does show up, probably losing by 2. Probably losing by 2. Even if he shows up, we're probably losing by 2. The only good news is no Wesam Abu Ali at all for Columbus. None. He didn't even show up. They didn't even send him to Toronto. Dude's in Columbus. They didn't send him to Toronto, but he just got to Columbus. Yeah, he's on the roster. I guess they feel so sorry for us. They didn't want to do it. Let's not do it to him. Yeah. By the way, I'm off on Sunday. Oh, Jules Anthony Volsance on the bench, though. Speaking of strikers, lovely. How we doing, Dillon? How we doing? Well, we good. All right. Let me check where it is looking. We have a long way to go, but we're getting there. If you want this team to get there, well, there's really only one way. Oh, Toronto's wearing white at home. Yay. My favorite. Toronto's wearing the away jerseys at home. I don't like it. How about the bright spot in the last game? Is he on the bench? He is. Malik Henry's on the bench as well. Why aren't we starting him? Robin, why aren't we starting him? Chris Penso's the center ref. Oh, my God. No. Oh, hell no. Yeah, no, this game's a wash already. We're done. If we weren't done already, we are. Oh, okay, Elfaf's the VAR referee. That might help a little bit. But Chris Penso's the center ref. Oh, Lord. Cool. I'll be at the CF Montreal versus TFC match on the 30th. Nice. Enjoy the 401 derby and enjoy the giant Ferris wheel if you're going to the CNE before the match. Enjoy the giant Ferris wheel. Is it still there? Well, we're going to find out because, hold on. Let's see. Show the south end, please. Columbus wearing their black jerseys. Toronto wearing their white. It hasn't even started yet, HJU. Huh. Interesting. Enjoy some great carnival food. Funnel cake. Just not before you get on the tilt-a-whirl. Or 30 minutes after. Just to be careful. Trust me, I know. No, I didn't puke, but it definitely didn't feel good. And we're off. Starting Osorio Corbianu's spot. Yeah, Robin Fraser had an aneurysm, I bet. This is why you call the pirate. Yeah. Oso is washed. I've been saying this for how long now? Since they were still using this jersey? Yeah, it's been about that long. Yeah, hold on. 3 years? 3 or 4? Washed. Throw in. I don't play on PC. I don't play on computer, so I can't do that. I play PlayStation. I can't mod it. I play on console. I don't have Steam. I don't have Alienware. I can't mod my FIFA game. I have a PlayStation. I can't mod it. I wish. You can't mod a PlayStation. Yeah, but we're still playing Oso. Hell, play freaking Corbianu over Dominguez, but what? Okay. Where's Davey? That's my first question. Second of all, Nathaniel Edwards. Besides Henry, Nathaniel Edwards. I think Edwards, as I said, when he played Montreal or CS Saint Laurent, my bad, last year, I thought Nathaniel Edwards had a good show. He's talented. I don't know if he's exactly ready, but, I mean, Lazar's up there, so, there you go. Yeah, Nathaniel Edwards. Besides Henry, Nathaniel Edwards. That's my pick right there. Dimitri would have been. They got rid of him. They sold Andre Dimitri to Europe. Yeah, well, good for him, but he's good. They even sold a player with high potential who was just playing in TFC 2. The youth system of this club is horrible. They don't know. Like, every single time we have a player with good potential, they let him go. Like, Jesus, I mean, shit. We could have the best 11 with players we let go. Or that we won't give a chance. Jaden Nelson, I mean, look what he's doing for the Whitecaps. I mean, yeah, I questioned him. Yeah, I thought there were times where he wasn't ready, but look at him now. Ralph Prizo, I was saying that kid was a damn good player from minute 1. And what'd they do? They let him go to the Whitecaps. Well, they traded him for Mark Anthony Kaye, which they shouldn't have done that, considering, let's be real, Ralph Prizo was exactly Mark Anthony Kaye, but younger. And they traded him for the old one who was losing a step. When, funnily enough, Bob Bradley was the one who brought him in, who traded him from LA to Colorado. So he got rid of him once and then brought him back. Like, that makes any sense. Schaffelberg, yes. Paul Rothrock. Endo. Well, They kept him until, well, he did go to Melbourne, then LA Galaxy too, and then he got cancer, but he pretty much stayed as long as he could. But Endo, cancer ruined him, let's be real. I always liked Tsubasa. Always thought he was a good player. It was the cancer that got him. Well, ruined his career. Ended his career. He's doing fine. He ain't playing football no more. Stephen Fry. Oh, yeah, they got rid of him, and he made us pay for that. I guess we could put him in goal. And he could be like the elder statesman of that team, sure. He did come through young with TFC, but yeah, no, we got rid of him. True. Armando Cooper? Well, he was on loan, but that was a bad move to let him go. Well, you add on the loan players that I think we should have kept. Shit. Benazet? Hansen? Lesson, never fall in love with a lone player. Don't. I don't know why I still do. I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he's gone. Why? I'm shocked. Well, I'm not shocked. Herdman's not there anymore. I'm glad he's gone. He's trash. Well, at least for us, except for those first 3 months, trash. I'm glad he's gone. And we got a player who has a lot of potential, which that's funny. Well, sure. Jules Anthony Vilsaint has a lot of potential. I think he's a very good footballer. He's got good potential, I believe. And we got him for Matty Longstaff. If Corey Ray knew he was getting fired and he did that to throw a FU to Montreal, I'll take it. Because Corey Ray just got fired from Montreal. Tim Bezbachenko's former assistant GM, he was here before in Toronto. Yeah, he got fired from Montreal. If he knew it was coming, he sold one of their highest potential players to Toronto for Matty Longstaff. He does still love us, I guess. I guess. I don't know. But I think Jules Anthony Vilsaint, I think he's a damn good player. I think he's got a high ceiling. Dude, remember that one game where he cooked us before he got hurt? Like, he was only on for like 20, 30 minutes, and then he cooked the shit out of us. Shot goal! Diego Rossi scores. That's horrible. Out of nowhere. Oh, Lord. That was bad. Ula's like handball. Dude, you can't let that happen. That was just horrible. Horrible. Diego Rossi in through. Morera had the ball. Crossed in, and Rossi. Let's see. Did he bring it down with his hand? I think that's what Bryn Hildson is saying. It did hit his hand, but it hit his leg too. I think he's desperate. 1-0 Columbus. Diego Rossi. You can't give him a chance like that. You just can't. Like, do we not forget who Diego Rossi is? Right place, right time. Yep. He's good. He's damn good. It's going to be, yep, it is a Rossi goal. Well worked play by Columbus. 8 minutes in. 1-0. I agree with that. I wish I knew. But the fact I don't know is they're absolutely delusional. The fact that I don't know just means that they're delusional. That's mental. I wish I knew. I don't. I don't know. Yeah. Playing forward. Dude, this team. Call the. Yeah. Or you could just go. But. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, that does kind of make sense. Oh, no. Somebody's like, oh, Davy Flores isn't in the squad and he's not hurt. He might. Please don't tell me he's getting traded. Ah! That might chat my ass more than freaking Spicer, actually. You know what? That chaps my ass. Yeah. If they traded Davy Flores, dude, he should. Man, when we finally signed him, I was like, that's exactly what I would have done. And he was damn good. I was right about him. He ain't the problem. He ain't any of the problem. I was right about how good he was, wasn't I? I see what you did there, Graham. Because it's the Goosebumps kit, yeah. I feel like Slappy the Dummy watching this game. Somebody put me in a suit and a bow tie. The joke is... Oh. Speaking of, it's an injury. It's not an injury. Okay. 12th minute. Playing forward. Let's see how the Steelers are doing. Ah, shit, they're losing. They're losing by 7 to the Bucks. Let's see. Has Aaron Rodgers even played? No, he has not. Okay, that makes sense then. 13th minute. I agree. That's the problem. They're slow. See, that's part of the problem. This team is slow. Too damn slow. I agree. Team's too damn slow. They have been for years. We need more direct attackers. We need more direct play. We need to run faster, run harder, more pressing. The fact we play so slow, even if we're not passing backwards, does not work. And, well, thank you, Kevin. That was almost a shit show. 0-1 Columbus, more pace. Exactly. The thing that makes Spicer not as bad of a trade is Malik Henry is faster than him. Malik Henry legit is probably one of the fastest players I've seen ever. At least in MLS. Dude, if Tyrese Spicer had a V8 engine, Malik Henry has got a V10. Mid-2000s Formula One V10 engine. That's all I'm saying. Sort of. Like, dude, you can't find that speed that easily. Like, Malik Henry's speed, that is a speed that is very hard to find. Dude has afterburners. He got thrown out. He got released. Good. He needed to. Are we crying for Lorenzo Insigne, that bum? Are we crying for that bum? Bought out, and rightfully so. I don't like that Bernadeschi was bought out, but he wants to play for the national team at the World Cup. He wants to take a shot, so be it. Do I think he might be back in Toronto if it doesn't pan out for him? Or even if it does? Yes. Would I be fine if he did? For sure. He wasn't the problem. But at this point, you might as well start off with a clean slate. And if you still have an opening to bring him back, well, you do it. If you want to. I would. No. No, he is not. He is not. He's still on vacation. Nobody wants him. Dude, the season has started. Nobody wants him. Somebody's going to have to blow out their knee for him to be signed. I hope it's AC Milan. I didn't say I wanted anybody to blow their knee out. I would love to see him absolutely crumble under Allegri. That would be hilarious. Lorenzo Insigne plays a starting role at AC Milan and crumbles under the weight of Allegri. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. And no, I'm not going. If I speak about the Pulisic and Tim Weah situation, somebody's going to get pissed. I'm going to call them what they are. Punks works, but they're punks. The way most people be okay with it is if I call them punks. So we'll go with that. Tim Weah and Pulisic are punks. They're a bunch of punks. Like, them complaining about Landon Donovan and other pundits complaining about them, that just shows their problems. Like, they don't want to blame. They don't want to take the blame and accountability for the fact that they don't care. They'd rather be like, oh, the pundits are evil. They're chasing clout. My ass, you do not care. If you cared, you'd be like, okay, you know what? If you think that, we're going to show you. We're going to step up. Bullshit. And that's not their reaction. I actually lost respect for Tim Weah. Pulisic tried to at least, beat around the bush. He tried to say it without saying it. He kind of pulled up Max Verstappen and let his dad kind of really take the big chunk out of Landon Donovan and all that. Because Max Verstappen lets Yoss complain when Max just tries to be nice. Tim Weah is a dumbass. The dude is a dumbass. I would not want that guy on my team. No. You have zero heart. Be like, well, the pundits are evil. They're chasing clout. No, I don't want you on my team. You have no heart, sir. You don't have any want. You don't have any fight. If you think they're evil, shit. I'm sure you've seen shit in your career that's more evil than what Landon Donovan said. But no, Landon's the evil one, right? You have no good mentality, sir. Zero. Zilch. Dude. And then the dude went to Marseille. This man had the audacity to call Landon Donovan evil. And then he signed for Marseille. Did you see what he did to Ishmael Kone? To Zerbi? Did you see what he did to him? You want to talk about evil? Pardon my French, but that motherfucker's evil. De Zerbi is evil. You want to talk about evil? Oh, I want to see how bad this shit show becomes for Weah. Marseille. Complain about Landon Donovan being evil and you sign for fucking Marseille. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we're going to find out how much of a punk you are. You can't hide anymore. Roberto De Zerbi. Okay. 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 Oh, Lord. I hope they recorded that interview before he signed for Marseille. If he didn't know he was going there, at least it's not as bad at the time of recording. If he knew he was going there and said that shit, idiot. Absolute idiot. Absolute idiot. Idiot. I don't want, no. Pulisic, that's one thing. Tim Weah, legitimately, I can't get behind it. The pundits are evil. They're doing their job. You don't show any heart when the USA plays. And it's wrong for somebody to call that out. A guy who came from a team that was all heart, was a little bit of technicality and all heart. The reason they did anything worth a fuck was because they had heart. Talent. Hard work beats talent 99% of the time. I don't know if you've heard that quote before. Like, you can't coast on talent. Like, you can't coast on talent. Just because you have talent doesn't mean you're going to win. Header over the bar. It doesn't mean that. No. You have to still put in the work. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't show up. Because if you're not working hard, guess what? Talent doesn't show up. Get that through your thick. Get that through your head. You know? Get that through your skull, McFly. Like, dude. Huh? I don't get it. Like, this, like, that's my problem. I feel like, see, people, there are some people that would hate me as a coach. Because this generation is fucked. In general. In general. The mentality of this generation is soft. It is soft. Point blank, period. It's like, no, I'd rather take an Instagram picture. I would rather take an Instagram picture. I would rather get followers. I would rather be cool than be a winner. No. Being a winner is what gets you followers. Unless you're, well, hell, even Travis Kelce, he may be dating Taylor Swift, but here's the dirty little secret. The man wins. The man is a competitor. That's the dirty little secret. Dude might be dating Taylor Swift. He wins. He's a competitor. He has talent, but he does put in the work. See? Learn something for once. And the sad part is the people with actual good mentalities are on their way out. In most cases. So hitching your wagon to people who have good mentalities is going to bite you in the ass as a coach, because those people are old. That's not, especially in this sport, that's not the way it's going. Especially the way I want to play. I mean, shit. With all that pressing and all that running, shit. Nah, it wouldn't. Man, I'm proud to be a redneck. I feel absolutely alone. But that makes me feel alone. That makes me feel like my brain was transplanted from somebody from like the 70s. Like I don't know. Feels like I had an empty skull and they put like a brain from the 70s in my head. Like, that's what it feels like. I'm sorry. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know. I have zero respect for Tim Weah. I have zero respect for him. You can't tell me. I have zero respect for him. Zero. After all that bullshit, I have zero respect for him. Show me you learned something. Show some heart. You won't, though. You won't. And saved by Sean Johnson. You won't. And even Pulisic to a certain extent, but at least he tried. He used his dad to say the shit he actually wanted to say. If you watch so nobody really cares. And he also threw Tim Weah under the bus. That's my problem with Pulisic. He set Tim and his dad off and threw them under the bus and just was like, yeah, I didn't really like it, but I get it to a certain extent. Nowhere. It's damn near freaking Fort Knox. You're pretty much shit out of luck. Pulisic, basically, here's what Pulisic did. Pulisic pulled a Max Verstappen. If you watch F1, Max Verstappen never goes after anybody. He doesn't. He either leaks shit to the media, like when he was going to go to Mercedes to try to get Christian Horner fired, or he lets his dad take care of it. Because his dad is, well, if you don't know anything about Jos Verstappen, he's a piece of shit. Dude has no problem being a shit stir. That's exactly what Pulisic did. He told his dad, hey, say what I actually want to say. Just like Max would tell Jos. Do it. And I guess Pulisic's dad has no problem being a shit stir either. And he also told Tim Weah, just to push the point home, how about I throw you under the bus as well? That's my problem with Pulisic. He said, yeah, I understand it, sort of. I don't like it, but I understand it. And then he just threw his dad and Tim Weah under the bus. Like, say it with your chest, dude. Just say it. Just say it, man. That's why I lost respect for Pulisic. A captain, if you're going to wear the armband, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Don't punk out. Don't throw your freaking teammate under the bus, and don't throw your dad under the bus. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Dude, I dare you. I freaking dare you. What captain doesn't say? What captain just holds it in? Seriously, if you're wearing a damn armband, maybe you should know how to speak. And say what you gotta say. Even if it's gonna piss people off. Do what you gotta do. Punk. Like, Yeah, but at least you're not the captain of the freaking national team. Shy's a different thing. Shy's a different thing. If you're going to shit on somebody, say it yourself. Especially if you're the captain of the national team, instead of sending your dad and your freaking teammate to say it. Don't talk out of both sides of your mouth. That's my problem. Say it. Say you're pissed. Say, do it. I hope he goes to Chelsea. No. I still think Sunderland's going down. Brentford and DC 1, Montreal 0. Yes. That's good for us, I guess. I don't know. That third, Burnley. I don't think West Ham's going down. I don't. I still think Sunderland's going down. It was a good day for them. It's a good day. That's all it was. Yeah. They don't want him. He's gone. They don't want him. He's gone. They gave him the number 4, and they're still going to sell him. 1-0 Columbus. Toronto has been playing way too damn slow. Columbus is fine with a 1-0 lead because, let's be honest, they can win with that. 1-0 Miami. How am I not surprised? Messi starting or not? That's still 7-14. Segovia scores. Messi's on the bench. Okay, so they're saving him for the Tigres game. Okay, that makes sense. Playing forward. Cross in. Osorio, what are you doing? Kick the ball out, man. He was in no man's land. We're not even... Oh, yeah. Dude, we're not even parking the bus. We left it in neutral. We just put it on the shoulder of the road. That's not parking it. You're about to get crashed into. He just left it on the shoulder of the road. And it's not even that big of a road. It's like right next to a freaking exit. You just like parked right in front of the exit. Yeah, you're about to get crashed into parking the bus. No, it's in neutral on the freaking just right in front of the exit. What are you doing? Nah. Yeah, no. On the shoulder of the road, the shoulder of the 401, right in front of the exit, like right in front of the exit. At least if you did it on the DVP, at least you're probably not going to get crashed into because the traffic is hellish. On the 401, you are an idiot. At least the DVP, the traffic is so bad you might get away with it. You won't get crashed into, and if you do, it's only like 10 miles an hour. You parked it on the 401. Right in front of the exit. On a freaking highway. You're out of your damn mind. Mihalovic loses the ball, and he goes down. And he's trying to get a penalty, but I don't think he will. Mihalovic goes down, holding his shin. Dude, it's Chris Penso. You ain't getting a damn penalty. Don't even try. Don't even try. I don't even know why you're trying, man. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Stop being a punk. Stop being a punk. Get up. Dude, he kicked the ball like that. There's no way that's a foul. Are you telling me they're actually going to check it? Or if it's just like, well, Brynhildsen actually had a good pass there. Huh, interesting. Mihalovic looking like a baby. I prefer punk, but okay. I prefer the word punk, but okay. Drop ball. Goal kick. Miami's goal got chopped off for offside. Well, that sucks. Kerr pressing. Schulte picked it up. Not surprised. Brought down. Really, no call there? Brynhildsen. That pass was like the first good thing he's done all night. Haven't really had a chance. Oh, he's in the midfield. That's just wonderful. Playing forward, Aliu. Kerr, 1-0 Charlotte. And Brynhildsen loses it. Jesus H. Christ, man. Oh, my God. Toclamanti scored for Charlotte. I don't get this, man. Throw in. Jesus H. Christ. I'm damn near pissed. 35th minute. First good build-up play in 35 minutes, and Brynhildsen blew it. Why are we paying him? Honestly, DeAndre and Henry up front. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I said that last week. Thank you very much. Like, Brynhildsen legitimately, like, there's flashes like that pass to Mihailovic. That there was a flash there. But Jesus Christ. 2 minutes later, he has a damn good chance and he just lets it fall at his feet. I want to scream. Jesus Christ. 37th minute, playing forward to Leo. And you got outpaced by Herrera. Columbus is just them. That's all I could say. Columbus is just that team. Simple. Playing forward. Out for a throw. Jesus. It's still 14-7 for the Steelers Bucks game. Bucks still beating the Steelers. Damn. At least it's preseason. I wish I knew. I have no idea. I feel like they're going to go with this until the bitter end. They'll probably get the rest of the season. Like we actually were going to win out and make the playoffs. You made your choice. He'll at least probably get the rest of the season. That's my opinion. I wish he were smarter than that, but, you know. But Guess we're not. As long as MLSE makes money, then I guess. Playing forward. 1-0 Columbus, the 40th minute. '40th minute. Well, maybe they were, you know what? I'm not saying Jim Curtin will be perfect, but with the way they want to go, which I don't know why I trust this team to build through the academy, but if they actually want to build something with a really young group of players through the academy and very good young player acquisitions, Jim Curtin would be the guy for that. And that seems to be what they want to do. Shot. No, Brynhildsen isn't even there. Perfect cross. He can't even get a freaking touch on it. He slid and can't even get a touch on it. Why are we paying him? I would rip my hair out. Well, if there was anything for me to grab onto, I just got a haircut last week, but if there was anything for me to grab onto, if this was a week earlier, I'd rip it out. Jesus Christ. What the hell? He's like, penalty, penalty. Dude, you slid. They ain't calling that shit. Especially not for us. Get up. You definitely called Brynhildsen. I'll give you that one for sure. Mihailovic, give him more. He's still pretty much all alone. Yeah, he should have shown flashes, but Mihailovic is still better than Dominguez, though. I don't know how high of a bar that is to clear, but, you know. Yeah, they both flopped. They both flopped. I mean, overall, I still think Mihailovic is better than Dominguez, though, which that might not be a high bar to clear. Just like DeAndre being better than Brynhildsen may not be a bigger bar to clear, a higher bar to clear, but at least they're better. I still want to give him some time, though. I've seen Mihailovic be better with teams that had no reason for him to be as good as he was. At some point, he's got to show it, right? I want to give him some time. But right now, first impressions aren't so good. Corbianu should stay. Yes, I agree. Montreal scored a Wusu assist. Well, what do you know? Petrasso scored, of course. Owusu gets the assist for a Petrasso goal, of course. I can kind of defend getting rid of Owusu. Nobody had any idea he'd pull this. Petrasso, though, speaking of young players we let go of that had high potential, Luca Petrasso. Dude, he was good. I would have never let him go. Well, it's a cap league. Yeah, I know, but they could have. I would have kept him over Kosi if that was the decision. I mean, Kosi ain't bad, but he certainly ain't Petrasso. All the scores, there it is. But yeah, Corbianu, I think he'll stay for sure. I have a good feeling about that. Let's see, stat or table. Throw in. Montreal is 2 points down on us. Atlanta's tied with us on points. They play tomorrow or later tonight. They don't play at all. Okay, good. Playing 4, DeAndre Kerr. Shot saved by Schulte. That was an absolute muffin. Horrible first half. Considering the fact I just ripped into Tim Weah and Christian Pulisic for like 20 minutes. Yeah, no, that makes total sense. One minute of stoppage time. Throw in. So that's probably going into half. Throw in. Bryn Hildson just lobs it up forward. DeAndre Kerr with a good hold up, and he gives it to Schaumbost. Schaumbost made a good run there. I'm not complaining completely. Ooh, slides it back. 0-0 LAFC Revs. That's weird. Yeah, I agree. Arfston, good tackle by Toronto. That should be halftime. And it is. Oh. Well, good to know. 0-1. Halftime. Columbus leads. Toronto, that was a horrible first half, really. Feckless. Oh, they still do have the big Ferris wheel. Nice. Not good enough. Not good enough of a first half. They started to figure things out late slightly, but is it enough? Probably not. With that being said, we'll find out how the second half goes. He ain't shown that. He ain't shown the worth of $9 million, but I know it's in there somewhere. It would be nice to see it. With that being said, bring in Henry. I agree. I absolutely agree. Put him on at the half for Bryn Hildson. Thank you very much. Also, take off Osorio for... Wait. You know what? Screw it. Take off Oso for Vilsant. Let's just throw everything at him. Screw it. You know, screw it. Let's just throw everything at them. Throw the kitchen sink at them. Screw it. Screw it. Might as well. We ain't got shit to lose. With that being said, Sid I'll be back. We'll take a short break at the half. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. Not a good first half so far. Let's see what they do the second. Sit tight. Be back. We're back for the stats at the half. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. With that being said, 46% possession to 54% possession. 2 shots to 5. We have 1 shot on goal to 2. 192 accurate passes, 84% pass accuracy to 229, 86% pass accuracy. 6 fouls to 6, 0 corners to 2. We have 2 shots to 5, 1 shot on goal to 2. We have 228 passes to 265, 84% pass accuracy to 86% pass accuracy. 8 throws to 11. 7 touches the opposition box to 13. 1 offside to 1. 0 yellow cards, 0. 0 red cards, 0. 0-1 for Toronto. Or 0-1 for Columbus, I should say. 0-1 against Toronto. I wish we were. Probably doesn't really work out anymore considering he had the heart problem, has the pacemaker. He doesn't wrestle anymore. He's getting older. Pretty much normal. He probably doesn't take steroids anymore either. That probably helps. Dude, Triple H is probably on the gas. I won't even lie. All respect for him, but dude was probably on the gas, which is probably what caused part of his, definitely probably exacerbated the heart problem. But yeah, no, the dude's just getting old and he's had shit to happen to him. There's a reason he doesn't wrestle anymore. Same reason he's probably getting fat. Not fired, fat. But, yeah, no, this first half. See, the fact that I answered that question's a bad sign. That's just a bad sign. Because this team, just boring first half. Absolutely horrible first half. Horrid. Absolutely horrid first half. Defensively, yeah, they only gave up 1 goal. Offensively, they started to wake up and figure things out. Maybe that means the second half will be better, but Jesus Christ. This game, at points, has been an absolute joke. It ain't pretty. I can tell you that much. Ugh. So, do that what you will. I mean, Mihailovic hadn't really showed up. We do need Henry. Brent Hilton legitimately sucks. Let's just be clear about that. Oso, washed. Defense, okay. At this point, you know what? I'm going to be honest. The way that Gavrin popped up and played that game against Philly after not playing for like 4 months, and he just pops up and plays and has that good of a game last week, I'm going to be honest. I think Luka might be better than Sean at this point. I think Luka should be starting over Sean Johnson at this point, if I'm being legitimately real about it. I'm not saying Sean sucks, but I'd say Luka's performance last week was better than Sean Johnson's this week. Especially with the fact that Luka hadn't played in 4 months. And he pops up and just has the game that he did last week. So maybe we shouldn't be starting Sean Johnson. Maybe it should be Luka. Like if you pop up after being off for 4 months and you play a game where you just absolutely have the game that he had, maybe you should be the starter. Because the better form he gets into, he's going to be unbeatable. So you know what? Maybe it shouldn't be Sean Johnson. With that being said, just I hope the second half's better. Columbus hasn't even been that good. They haven't even been that dominant. They're still winning. That's the good news. Yeah. Yeah. If Sean's the backup, I'm sure he wouldn't want to be the backup. So probably would have to. And I would have no problems with it, if I'm being real. I'd have no problems with it. He needs to go. Not that it's his fault completely, but he definitely needs to We need to go a different direction. But we'll see. Hope the second half's better. But we'll see how the second half goes. Oh, well, okay. Columbus hasn't even been that dominant. That's the problem. They're either going to turn it on and we're going to look horrible, or we'll somehow get some back and then completely choke and lose it. So it's funny how we had a draw against Philly in Philly and looked pretty damn good. We come back home to play a Columbus team who is technically lower on the table, and we just absolutely don't look the part. Like what? Like some of these results we've had this year, especially what we do after the result, just makes no sense to me. Like that run where we drew Vancouver. They drew Vancouver. Some of our performances, we don't look like that team who could just have brought it to Vancouver. The draw against Minnesota, who were really good at the time. Draw in Philly. Like, on our day, we can challenge the best, which is the sad part. But sometimes when we play the best, we look like shit. Oh, San Diego. Beating San Diego on the road. That was an absolute masterclass. You know, that's not what I... Beating Portland like we did. That was a masterclass. Some of these results that we have, especially after, like what we do after, it just makes no sense. It's like we got to freaking charge up a little bit to have a good result, and then we got to get back to that level, have a couple of shit games, then get back to that level, and then have a really good game, and then that's what it seems to me. Like, at this point, it's do or die. And you ain't doing. I know Columbus is tough, but you ain't doing. You ain't doing. Yeah, they play too respectfully. I agree with that. You ain't doing. At least we're still 12th place. You ain't doing. Second half about to start. We have Leagues Cup quarterfinals on Wednesday. We'll be live for 2 of the matches of the 4. We'll have CONCACAF tournaments on Tuesday and Thursday next week. When it comes to games we cover, Wednesday we'll do the Leagues Cup. Monday we have the Caribbean Cup predictions. So, Jason Russell Rose coming on for Columbus. For Aliu. Oh, this could get ugly. Second half, here we go. Shaberko's on as well. Yeah. Shaberko is on as well. see who he came on for. Toronto, I don't think they've made any subs. So, no, they didn't put on. Okay, second half, Toronto to kick off. Hurricane Aaron's now a Category 5. Yep. I saw it when it became one. Throw in for Toronto. I think I saw the advisory. It became a 5 pretty quickly after it was breaking news. It seems like it's still going to turn. The good news is that I know even if it doesn't turn quickly enough, even if it gets closer to the East Coast, Florida shouldn't be hard hit. Right now, with the actual track it has, there might be some outer bands as a 2 or a 3 that hit the Maritimes. If it does what some people are saying, where if it verifies to the point where it's still going west, slightly northwest as it gets closer to the Bahamas, they might be more cooked. It might be worse. I can't say that Hurricane Aaron will not be very more direct affecting the Maritimes. It still could be a pretty direct hit, depending. Most of the models say maybe some outer bands. I'm starting to lean towards some of the people like Duba, who are like, if it gets closer to the Bahamas without a turn, and then it starts turning, we might be in for some trouble on the Outer Banks, the Cape, and the Maritimes. And I think I'm starting to lean more towards that, where this will stay a little bit more west than the models are being specific about. It's whenever that trough gets down to pick it up. And it seems to me it's moving a little bit more slower. It's still going west right now. And it's moving pretty fast. So if it doesn't start turning within the next 12, 14, 16 hours, it might be worse for the Outer Banks, the Cape, and the Maritimes. So it depends. It depends on when the turn begins. If it starts turning by tomorrow morning, by the time you wake up, depending on the time you wake up, I don't know if you wake up early on Saturdays, but if it starts turning about, I would say by 8 a.m., 9 a.m., I think it won't be too bad for places like the Maritimes. If it doesn't start turning by about 8 or 9, like you can't start telling it's going to turn, and it isn't just an eye wobble, it might be. Is the best website still NOAA? Yes, the National Hurricane Center website. Yes, at least for the forecasts. But for models, Tropical Tidbits, that's a good website. Pivotal Weather, they have good models there as well. Again, I trust Duba, but DABUH Surf. I trust him. But he normally gets it right. So that's why I was afraid when he started saying, hey, if this Bahamas, his Puerto Rico or Antilles prediction verified, and he said if the Bahamas one verifies, I believed him. I'm like, and it looks like it's going to happen. So he called it. He was worried about it, and he called it. He's getting close to being right, I should say. It's going to be a close shave. I'm afraid it's going to be a close shave. But either way, I'm just happy early birthday, Rory. We won't be on stream tomorrow, so I'll say it on here for that. But I'll talk to you tomorrow as well. But happy early birthday. 50th minute, 1-0 Columbus. So I wouldn't. Point is, stronger impacts towards the Maritimes, I wouldn't count that out just yet, is my opinion. I know what the models say. I've been looking at the models progressing. Guess what the models are doing every time there's a run, especially over the past day or so? It's been going more and more west. The track has been going more and more west. Look at the forecast tracks of this storm. And you can see that if you go back 5 tracks, it was a little bit more east of a turn. Now it's a little bit more west. Again, everything looks like it's just getting closer and closer. Now, of course, depending on the turn, I am scared for Connor. He's close to places that could get affected by this storm. I'm worried for the Maritimes. I'm not worried for Florida, thank God, which might be my biggest worry. You're not new here. Come on now. Florida might be my biggest worry right now. Good for me. Seems to me Florida might get some outer bands of it and some surf, but Orlando really shouldn't be touched, so that's good. Not exactly Miami that I care about either, so, that I truly care about either, so Rory knows exactly where I'm going with this. 52 minutes, but yeah, I'm worried about the Outer Banks and the Maritimes as well, and I'm not totally counting it out that they could get some heavier. Here comes DeAndre Kerr, shot, goal. Wait. It went outside. Nope, it went wide. My bad. Damn, I thought that went in. Shit, it went wide. Well, wait, are there fires in the Maritimes? I thought that was more like Alberta and... Yeah, no, he went wide. Shit, they got me. They got me. Oh, in Newfoundland, okay. So there is fires there. Well, okay, yeah, that's positive. It depends on how fast it's moving and how many bands of rain they get and how heavy the rain is. Depending on how strong the storm is. But let's not forget that fires are fanned by winds. So you might have the rain, but the winds don't help. The winds still have oxygen that can fan a flame. So, you're kind of playing with fire, pun intended, I guess, or not. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the fact that this still could be a Cat 2, higher Cat 2, Cat 3, when it zips by and extra tropical, possibly. Well, that's the way things normally go. But, still a Cat 3 level storm. The winds that, especially if it is the core, you're at least, depending on the turn, you could definitely, if you're getting rain bands, honestly, with the fires, you probably want just the outer edge of the storm to give you some rain without the winds. If it gets closer, it might be worse, actually, because of the winds, depending on how high you get. And the closer it gets, the worse. That the winds might be on fanning those flames, even though there's rain. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Ish. Kind of. Okay. Playing forward. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, but kind of a double-edged sword, really. I mean, so, I mean, that's really what you... '55th minute, 1-0 Columbus. Toronto's getting closer. Put on Henry. I would have put Henry on already. We might have a goal, but we're starting to get closer. That's the good news. Hubroon plays it forward for Gazdag. His shot. Good clearance. 56th minute. Tempo's been raised. Well, yeah, no, you're chasing the game. I would hope so. I would hope damn so. I would hope damn so. But oh, here's some, I don't know if you knew. Hurricane Aaron's intensification was the fastest of any Atlantic tropical cyclone recorded before September 1st. It is also the second most intense hurricane formed prior to August 16, only behind Allen in 1980. Yeah, I mean, it went from a tropical storm Friday morning to a Cat 5 hurricane Saturday morning. Yeah. Hurricane about 11 a.m. Cat 1 hurricane about 11 a.m. Friday. Major hurricane Friday night. Saturday morning, Cat 5. It went from 2 to 4 like so quickly within one advisory. Actually, no, that was Sunday morning then. And then Sunday midday, then you had, or Saturday midday, then you had the Cat 5. But it went from 3 hours, one advisory, from a 2 to a 4. Like that. It was a 2, and then I turned freaking Fox Weather on because the Weather Channel sucks on the weekends if there isn't a landfalling storm with a long-form programming. So, yeah, I watch Fox Weather on the weekends, at least in this case, because it's not a landfalling storm. It's not going to hit Florida, yeah, most of it, but I'm still going to track it, so do what you got to do, right? But either way, like, I put it on Fox Weather on YouTube TV. As soon as I look up Category 4 hurricane, I'm like, wasn't it just a 2? Like, that much rapid intensification, 3 hours, like that quick. I've never seen nothing like it, really. Like, maybe like it in between 3 advisories, it goes from a 2 to a 3, then a 4. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, that, no. From Cat 2 to Cat 4, and a strong Cat 4 within 3 hours. It wasn't even a Cat 3 recorded-wise. Like, it happened, but you know what I mean. Like, it wasn't recorded during an advisory as a Category 3. It went straight from 2 to 4, and it was a strong Cat 4. I'm like, when that happened, I'm like, yeah, it's hitting 5. Like there was no way. Like, I'm not surprised it went to Cat 5 by midday. When you go from weak Category 2 to strong Cat 4 in 3 hours, there's no way it wasn't going to make a run at 5 and become a Category 5. There was no way it wasn't. I mean, I am a hurricane expert, but it's pretty damn easy. I think anybody could figure that out. Somebody with 2 brain cells could be like, yeah, that's how quick it became a 4, and a strong 4, it's going to make a run at 5, right? And then it did. And it made it. And now it's 160. So it's a strong Cat 5. Well, actually, 157 is, hold on. It's got to be stronger now. It has to be. 150 miles per hour. Okay, so now it's a Cat 4. 150 miles per hour eye wall replacement cycle. There you go. I'm sure it'll become a Cat 5 again, though, after the eye wall replacement cycle is over. I'm pretty sure about that. I'd be shocked if it didn't. Okay, so let's see. See, that's more fun than this game. Columbus going forward. Yep. And after an eye wall replacement cycle, normally a storm strengthens again. Normally, especially in open water that hot, it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. The question is how much? And the question is how quick does the next eye wall form? The question is how quick is the next eye wall replacement cycle? If it's like a day, you could get 165, 170 with the way that it probably will rapidly deepen once again after the eye wall replacement cycle is over. So by midday tomorrow, it might be a 5 again, depending on how quick the eye wall replacement cycle is going. But in theory, with where it is and how hot the waters are, it's going to strengthen again after the, yeah, it's going to. See, now that's where the expert comes in. See, now that's where it comes in, because nobody with just 2 brain cells would know an eye wall replacement cycle. See, there we go. Oh, Henry's coming on. Let's go. Took you too long. Let's see. Yeah, 170. The next valid forecast, 100. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, that was a gust. Okay, I was like, there's no way. 140 knots is 161. So the next forecast point for Hurricane Aaron, by the next forecast point, it'll be back to a Category 5. 161 miles per hour, 160 mile per hour winds. So, yeah, the eye wall replacement cycle will probably be over by the next advisory, and it should be a 5 again. So it's going to hold at that, and then okay. It was like, there you go. 62nd minute. I'm watching the Cavalier game when it comes to Central American or Caribbean Cup, I should say. The early match on the Caribbean Cup, I'll be watching Cavalier. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So we got Cavalier versus Sabao. Hold on. Corner for Columbus. Oh. Cross in. Oh, wait. Hold on. My bad. The 19th is the day before the Leagues Cup quarterfinals, and I'm doing Sabao Cavalier on Tuesday with a Central American Cup game at 9 being Aguila versus Olympia. Then on Tuesday, I'm doing 2 Leagues Cup games. And then on Thursday, sure, I think it is Defense Force Juventus de Cais. I think that's exactly what I picked. So there you go. That's the one I picked. So yes, I am. Yes, I am. And then on Thursday for the late game, I think I'm doing Alianza Alajuelense. If I ain't, I'm going to change it to it. So there you go. There we go. My bad. Cavalier plays on Tuesday. Defense Force plays on Thursday. As I said, on Thursday, the early game is Defense Force versus Juventus de Cais. Yes. O&M and Central play on Wednesday. Okay, that's with Leagues Cup in the middle. So there's one Caribbean Cup, one Central American Cup game on Tuesday and Thursday. And the early game is Caribbean. So on Tuesday, it's Sabao Cavalier. Thursday, Defense Force Juventus de Cais. And then, of course, the late game is Olympia Aguila on the Tuesday. On Thursday, Alianza Alajuelense. And on Wednesday, it's Miami versus Tigres and Galaxy versus Pachuca. There we go. Review for Miami, then we just laugh at the Pachuca LA Galaxy game. Miami Galaxy won. Henry and Corbianu coming on for TFC. Brynhildsen off. And Rolstead off. Oh, shit, they're going for it. 66th minute. I just said I'm going to be live for the Defense Force Juventus de Cais game. Have you not? I corrected myself. Thursday, Defense Force plays. I'll be live for it. The Cavalier game's on Tuesday. There's one Caribbean game, one Central American game I'm covering on Tuesday and Thursday for both days. The early game is the Caribbean game. '66th minute. So I will be live for Defense Force on Thursday, yes. Once actually looking at the schedule, which I think I had it right on my notes app, but whatever. 67th minute. And Monday's the Caribbean Cup predictions video, yes. Oh, no, that's a penalty. That's obviously offside. Oh, okay, we got away with that one. Offside. We got away with that one. Good. 67th minute. It's still 14-7 Buccaneers versus Steelers. Steelers are losing. Shit. Oof. Oh! Offside. Rossi's pissed. Yellow card for Rossi. Rossi gets a yellow card. Dude, it was offside. I don't understand what you're complaining about. Dude might get a double yellow for not shutting up. Dude, he might just get himself thrown. The way he's going, he might just get himself thrown completely. Double descent. Okay, maybe not then. He was getting close. Like, dude, you were on a yellow. Like, it's not time to get your money's worth. If you got sent off, then you get your money's worth. Then you get your money's worth. Have you not learned anything from Lou Piniella? Have you not learned anything from Lou Piniella? You get your money's worth after you get thrown. Not while you can still get thrown. Or John Gibbons. And he's still complaining. Shut the hell up, man. Dude. I mean, I shouldn't want you to shut the hell up. I should want you to get thrown out. But Dude, are you that stupid? Like, you're that stupid that I legit wish. I hope to hell not. But of course, they might just do it because, of course, it's MLSE and he's Canadian. One soccer will say it's a good idea, they'll do it. As long as one soccer says it's a good idea, especially Wheeler. 70th minute. Bootlicker. How's that boot taste? Hey, how's that boot taste? How's that boot taste? Boot. He sure loves the taste of leather. Good. I hope Kyle Larin stays in Spain. Playing forward. Shot, cross save by Sean Johnson. Good there. Playing forward. Pushing. Corbianu. It'd be cool if Toronto could somehow come back. Nil 1. It feels like the Philadelphia game again. They start slow, and they just keep building and building and building. I mean, I guess that works. I guess. Over the top. I guess it could work. Good. Plays it back. Ooh. Playing forward. Oh, that's out. Playing forward. Okay. Chambost. Pulling back. Toronto with a free kick. 73rd minute. Jules Anthony Vilsant's coming on for Toronto. Let's go. Let's go. Free kick for TFC. And then he'll come on. He's still getting the tactics anyway. 74th minute. Mihailovic. Plays over the top. Headed on. It's out. Throw for Toronto? Or corner? Corner. Okay. 74th minute. Man, the crew are pissed off, though. Seriously. They're pissed off. Mihailovic to take the corner. Cross in. Header. Blocked. Another corner. Nope. Goal kick. Coming on for DeAndre Kerr. Okay. Come on, Jules. It's all about you now. Excuse me. Prove me right. Wearing the number 99. The late season striker edition, that's exactly what that means, unless you're Denny Bwanga. Well, he did come in halfway through the season, though. That is true. He just kept it. Ooh. Playing forward. Cross in. Headed out for a corner for Toronto. 76 minute. He's got some height. He's going to be an aerial threat. Well, let's find out right now. We're not in Edmonton. The kid probably grew up a Habs fan. Well, I don't know, actually. I would guess probably a Habs fan, but, you know. Yeah, probably just a Habs fan. Either way. Cross in. Header. Oh, saved. That got cleared. Henry. Good. Cross in. Header. Goal. Jules Anthony Vilsaint ties it up. What a play. You love it. You love it. What a play. Over in front, and he slots it home. 1-1. Jules Anthony Vilsaint, minutes into his Toronto career, scores. What'd I tell you about him? I told you he got talent. I told you he's got potential. I told y'all. Boom. What a run. Boom. Nutmeg Schulte. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Long had nothing to do with that play. He was down hurt. Please don't tell me they're going to call this offside because of him. Please don't. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, they're playing already. Okay, Jules Anthony Vilsaint makes it 1-1. I knew he could do it. That was amazing. Lovely. 77th minute. And out of nowhere, we might could win this game. Because that was quicker than the Philly game, but it's the exact same sort of timing. Grow into the game. Don't screw up that much. And get at least an equalizer. He is. Let's see if, hold on. Assist. Who was it? The assist came from Mihailovic. Well, there you go. Damn good pass from Mihailovic. Just making sure. There you go. Perfect pass from Mihailovic. Boom. It's something, but is it 9 million worth? No, but it's something. It's something. 78th minute. Now, don't screw this up. Like the Philly game, don't screw this up. At least hold on to the point. If not, win the damn thing. That would be nice. Over the top. And Jules Anthony Vilsaint can run onto it. And he drops it back to Corbianu. Not far enough. Go figure. Lovely. Arston. Cross. Goal. It's a goal for Columbus. Daniel Gazdag gets through, and it's 1-2. It's 1-2. Damn it. Gazdag with a dagger. Arston. That was a good run. That was a good run. And there's no way that's offside. Good play by Arston and Gazdag. One to two. Speaking of Philly, Gazdag gets some revenge for Philly, even though he doesn't play for them anymore. They're going to VAR. What? They're going to VAR. Holy shit. And they're actually looking at the monitor. That's crazy, man. Are we actually going to get some help from the refs for once? Are we actually getting some help from the refs? Because honestly, I feel like the refs have been kind of shitty to Columbus tonight, actually. I'm not complaining, kind of. Like, if I'm being fair, no, I think they're being shitty to them. But you know what? I won't complain if they help us. That's the first time in a long time. That'd be the first time in a long time. I don't know, man. It's tight. It's tight. I don't think you can call this one offside. I really don't think so. I really don't. I guess it is. No goal. It is offside. Well, I didn't even write anything down. So it's 1-1. We got saved. We still have a point for now. Now, don't let that shit happen again. Don't let that shit happen again. Lapalainen. Lassi Lapalainen. Coming on for Columbus Crew. Also, it is... So Diego Rossi is off. The ball was offside. And Picard is coming on for Columbus as well. Lapalainen and Picard. That was close, but it was offside. Man, Columbus is getting kind of screwed over a little bit. Not that I care, but you know, Herrera off for Lapalainen, Rossi off for Picard. Can Toronto take a late winner? Just hold on to the point at the very least. But if you could win the game, that would be very nice. Long. The fact you pulled up that far that's kind of stupid. But you know what? Fine. Corbianu. It might work out. Corbianu. Still Corbianu. Stepping back. And plays it backwards to the halfway line. Long. 83rd minute. Henry. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a run, man. That was something. Dude that was something, man. He tried to make something happen, even though the goal didn't count against Toronto. He still was the guy. I wouldn't say got skinned. Arston made a good move on him. That's life. But he tried to make something happen there. 1-1. Even though the goal didn't count, which... I'm not saying it'd be harsh if it did, but you know what I'm saying. Playing forward. Oh, shit. Good tackle. I don't think that's a pen. No. NYCFC finally play tomorrow. I mean, he kind of had to do that. It'd be harsh if that was a penalty, but Columbus is punching for a second goal. They smell blood. Toronto's had their moments, but Columbus smells blood. Free kick for Columbus? What? 85th minute. Nah, man, that's... Nah, I don't like it. I don't like the call. Long has fought on defense tonight. Oh, he has. He's been good. Long's been good. Turns out, though, good play. Corbianu picks it up. Pretty much in no man's land, but Richie Lareo's right there to at least try to play it forward. Not the prettiest play, but 86th minute. Playing forward. Get forward. Get forward. Good. Coelho plays it forward. Good job. Mihailovic. Good step. No foul. Habrun. Good steal. Playing forward. Mihailovic. And here comes Toronto down the wing. Corbianu. Corbianu. Cross. Headed away. Columbus can build back. 87th minute. 1-1. This game is sort of a carbon copy of the Philly game. Henry defends. I'm not complaining, but I would rather Henry be playing forward than outside back. That's for sure. Him playing outside back isn't... Nah, I don't... No. He's a midfielder, but he should be more of an attacking midfielder. Cross. Oh, shit. Good tackle. Cleared. Tottenham. I would rather Tottenham win the EFL Cup, Conference League, and Europa League. Yeah. I would rather that happen. Like, I don't hate Tottenham like I do Montreal. I could stomach Tottenham winning trophies. I could stomach it. Messi just scored. Of course he did. I can stomach Montreal winning trophies. Or I can't. My bad. Oh, shit. That was... Ugh. No. I can stomach Tottenham winning trophies. I can't stomach Montreal winning trophies. Kobe Franklin coming on? Yeah, no, I would do that for sure. I can't stomach Montreal winning trophies. I can stomach Tottenham winning a trophy. 1-1. Oso coming off for Kobe Franklin. So I guess that means Henry's going to push up a little bit, which is good. He should not be playing outside back. Oh, Derek Etienne Jr. is coming on. Okay. For Coelho. Oh, we're just going to throw everything out there then. Okay. We're just going to go for it. All right. Okay. I wonder how Etienne feels about Columbus. That's my question. Dominguez is off for Etienne Jr. Oh. Oso's still on. Oh, so we kept Oso on instead of Dominguez for Etienne. Okay, that's something. Free kick for Toronto. That's just dumb. I don't know if they'll jump. Rory would love that. I don't think the Canadiens are going to jump up that much to first in the NHL. Nah, man. That's a call. That's a call. I don't even think Rory would believe that. I don't even think Rory believes that's possible. If anybody does, I think Montreal, the Canadiens, will be good. I don't think they're going to be the best in the NHL. Ruvalcalba's on for Moreno for Columbus. Playing over the top. Header. Nope. That'd be a free kick the other way with 30 seconds to go before stoppage time. Playoffs for sure, exactly. They're good. I didn't say they were bad, but still 14-7. Hold on. Oh, it's 14-14. The Steelers tied it up. Let's go. Come on. Don't do stupid stuff. Hold on. Come on, Steelers. Hold on. 90th minute. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Okay, so they want me to suffer. Okay, good. Oh, it's not. That's not new. Free kick for Toronto. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Will it be Tobias time or will Toronto reverse it? Will Toronto inverse Tobias time? Tampa Bay is who Pittsburgh's playing. Pittsburgh's playing Tampa Bay. No, Baker Mayfield has not played for the Bucs tonight, and Aaron Rodgers has not played for the Steelers tonight. It's been the Bucs and Steelers' second, third, and fourth string quarterbacks. Teddy Bridgewater had a pretty damn good game, though. Good for him. Playing forward. Mihailovic with a cross. Vilsant doesn't really have a chance at anything, but he does recycle it for Henry. A cross in. Header. Corbianu puts it wide. 7 minutes to go. Still 1-1. Vilsant looks like a legitimate threat out there. Yeah, he's damn good. I told y'all. This man has a lot of potential. I think he might, well, for now, he might be the answer. He's got something special. "92nd minute. That's not a free kick, I swear. Larea. Toronto's played pretty well this second half. The first half kind of sucked. They've grown into this game just like the Philly game, and right now it seems like this is a absolute carbon copy of the last game. Carlson out for a goal kick. This seems like an absolute carbon copy of the last game, to be real. Which, I mean, I'll take it. Vilsant's starting next game, he has to. I would, but I'm not Robin Fraser. Now, if you called the Pirate, oh yeah, he would. If you called the Pirate, Vilsant would start next game. Well, I mean, if we won outright, every game left, we could. They're not doing that under Fraser, though. Again. "93rd minute. Oh. Free kick for Toronto? Okay. 94th minute. Halfway through stoppage time. Okay. Yeah. Croatian fans, they do amazingly. Nope. Etienne, free kick the other way. Tried to keep it alive, but no. 94th minute. Now it's halfway through stoppage time. Playing forward. Kobe Franklin. Cross. Good clearance. Very good clearance. Mihailovic running for it. Kept alive by Columbus. Shaberko. Good steal by Vilsant. Oh, what a press, man. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Dude got back. Dude got back. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Vilsant's defending. And Gazdag just runs through, and a save by Sean Johnson sets up for a corner. Okay. I mean, save. 95th minute. 3 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Over the top. Right back to Columbus. Get back. Get back. Jambost. Habrun out for a goal kick with 2 minutes to go of stoppage time. 96th minute, 1-1. Two minutes, come on. Hold on or score. Do not get scored on is my line. Score or hold on. That's where I want. By the way, if we at least get a point, we will be above our worst season ever. We will stop being tied with 2023 on points, which doesn't say much, but at least this ain't our worst season ever. It could be worse. Could have been worse. We are tied on 22 points with 2023. We are 22 points with 2023. If we draw tonight, we'll be above that. Save by Schulte. If we win, we'll be 2 above that. One. 97th minute. 1 minute to go. Pick it up. Good. Pick it up, Sean. Good. 50 seconds to go. 1-1 draw. If we could steal one. Right now, Toronto has it. The question is will Columbus get it back? And Schulte gets it. So we're just playing goalie wars now. 30 seconds to go. Columbus has the ball. Midfield. Trying to find some room. And Arvston. Ooh. Top of the box. In through. Top of the box. Shot blocked. Out for a corner. 98th minute. 1-1. Well, they haven't scored yet. It's 1-1. They have a corner, though. Last kick of the game, most likely here. One more clearance, and that should do it. Question is will they? Carlson. Header. Long clears it, and it's full time. Toronto gets the draw. 1-1. Jules Anthony Vilsant is the hero, and they rescue a point, and this will not be Toronto's worst season ever. They tied 2023's point total last week, and they've overtaken it this week. Not that that means anything, but you cannot say this is Toronto's worst season ever, even if they suck. 1-1. Yeah, he's getting a bit more solid. There was no goal for the Crew. It was 1-1. 1-1 draw. With that being said, I'll take it. Toronto first half sucked. Second half, they grew into the game, got a goal, and held the draw. If only they didn't allow that bullshit goal in the first half, just like last week. The goal was bullshit, They shouldn't have let it in. They did, but at least they tied the game up. They could have easily gotten all 3 points this week and last week. But at least they got one. Are we out of the battle of the wooden spoon? DC is 3 points behind us in the East. We could still end up as the wooden spoon, but we still won't have the worst points total. LA Galaxy's still on 16 points, though. So I'd say if we keep playing like this, we are, but you can't really ever hold Toronto to something. With that being said, that's dumb. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification button. Subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this game. And then I will see you on Monday for the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup 2025 predictions. We'll have a day off on Sunday. But I'll see you within the hour for the review. At least Toronto got a draw. And this ain't their worst season ever. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.